If you will tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and home will meet again. Oh, life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise of love. If you will tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and home will meet again. Oh, shaboom, 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 shaboom.
Hey guys! Welcome back to another Liv and Reub video. We have been gone forever and there is a reason for that. So as most of you know, but for anyone who's new here, we had a miscarriage at 10 weeks last year and a miscarriage at six and a half weeks this year. And about a month after that miscarriage, I got pregnant again. So here we are. I've had a lot of questions as to an update, what's going on, how's the baby, how am I? So there is a reason why that we haven't been posting for the past couple weeks, and I will get to that in just a minute. First of all, let's go over the HCG results. Here is the clip from the first round of HCG results.
Fingers crossed, eh?
Yeah, are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 54?
54.
That's okay.
Okay.
What does uninterrupted mean?
Uninterpreted.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
I'm actually...
54, you're okay with that?
I'm okay with 54. 54 was better than last time. So the first one we got was 54, I believe. Well, you guys just saw it. Anyways, that was a good starting number. Our previous pregnancy, we started at 20, and that's a gray area borderline, so we were happy with 54. Then two days later, we went back for another round of blood work, and here's the clip from that. Hoping for a 108 or higher. I think it's gonna be 120. What do you think?
I think like 113 or something. Not too high.
That's such a specific number.
Not too low.
All right, you ready? Okay. Number is 152.
Stood on crowded bedroom.
No way!
Voices filled the rooms upstairs.
152. It was the most unreal feeling. It was really awesome. We felt very blessed, and we had never gotten numbers like that. We hadn't even come close to doubling, and we almost had it triple. So it was, oh, it's sorry. It's gonna make me cry. It was the best feeling ever. So yeah, those were our HCG rounds. We've had quite a few rounds of blood work since then. I'll go week to HCG number so that you can see what the correlation was. If you guys couldn't tell yet, I am still pregnant. I am actually 9 weeks pregnant now. It is truly a blessing that we've been pregnant this long. We also had 2 ultrasounds done so far. One at 6 weeks, and here is the picture from that. For our first pregnancy, we saw a sac at 10 weeks and like a tiny little fetal pole, and we were actually able to see the baby at 6 weeks this time. So they measured actually ahead of time, which was beyond amazing. This 6-week ultrasound, we got to see the heart beating at I believe it was 119, which is like the higher end of the heart rate scale for that gestation. And then 2 weeks later, we went back for our 8-week ultrasound. We saw the heartbeat again, and the heart rate was 160. The heart rate was 160. So the baby is doing very, very well, exceeding all expectations, and doctors are happy. And we're really excited. So why haven't we posted in 2 weeks? We were very sorry about this. That was not our goal. We wanted to document everything. However, things did not go as planned. I was actually diagnosed with HG, also known as hyperemesis gravidarum. I believe I said that right. Basically, it means extreme morning sickness. I vomit up to 8, 9 times a day. And that's not even one of the most severe cases. There's even worse. But it was scary because I wasn't able to keep water down or any food down. And I only have one kidney. I don't know how many of you know that. I don't know if we've ever shared that. But I only have one kidney. So not being able to have water and being pregnant and having one kidney, not the best. I had to go to the hospital several times to try and figure out a plan. And thankfully, we actually found something that worked. Some of you might not like this, and that's okay. It's totally fine to have an opinion, but we had tried diclectin. I had stopped taking my prenatals. All of this was directed by a doctor as well, by doctors. Was prescribed Gravol, been given one other medication, and it helped a little bit. I forget the name of it. Basically, it gave me this sensation like I had spiders crawling on me, and it was terrible. Like, it was much worse than just being sick. So that was a no-go for me. So eventually the doctor said, okay, so we've basically run out of options, and this medication they used for so many years without any problems. And then last year, I believe it was last year, they had gotten a lawsuit because people had said that it was causing deformities. But when they did the statistics and they did a study, pregnant women who used Zofran and who didn't use Zofran were equal to the amount of deformities in the babies. So he said the reason they don't prescribe it as much is because of the lawsuit, but they still fully support how well it works. So we were hesitant to try it at first because of the history, but they were very clear on what it was used for. And we said, okay, we're gonna figure this out. So we tried it through the IV first, and it was 100 times better, 150 times better. It worked so well. I was able to drink water, eat as much food as I wanted, and I just felt normal. So if you are suffering with HG, I would consider it. If you can't find any other solution, definitely consider that, because ultimately the risks outweigh the benefits in those cases. Because of the lack of water I was able to drink, they found that I was dehydrated and I was getting a bladder infection, and that's very scary when you have only one kidney. So they prescribed me with liquid antibiotics. It just tastes like cherry. All of those meds are working. I haven't actually talked about my symptoms. I have definitely had a lot of symptoms. I feel pregnant. For starters, peeing every 2 minutes. It is seriously out of control. I'm like, I don't even drink the equivalent to how much I'm peeing. I don't know where it's coming from. So not false when they say women pee a lot, pregnant women pee a lot, because they do. Next thing, I've for sure had the morning sickness. As I've told you before, the HG is really uncomfortable, but it does mean that the hormones are way up there. They're actually at 126,000 now, which is mind blown. Next symptom. So these girlies are sore. And by sore, I mean like Ruben grazes them with his elbow and I'm crying, like full out tears falling down from my cheeks, like crying. Before a period, meh. My previous pregnancies, meh. This time, these girls are on fire. Next thing. I have already gotten super pudgy. I have a uterus that pushes forward, and I found that out last pregnancy when they did an ultrasound and they told me that I had an anteverted, I think that's how I say it, anteverted uterus that pushes forward. So they said you're most likely going to start showing earlier. So basically I look 4 months when I'm just over 2. So I'll show you the bump in a second. It's not huge, but it's definitely there. And if you guys know me in real life or have seen our previous videos, I'm usually like pretty much like a stick. I got nothing going for me. I mean, I love the bump. I'm like trying to show it off to everybody like, hey, check out my bump. But I think they just think that I'm fat. Oh, this is the big one. That is super annoying, and that is my skin is screaming at me. I am an acne factory. It has started to clear up a little bit, but the first few weeks, man, I was just so bad. Just like red, like a whole different shade. I look like I got a sunburn. It was a really good look. So I think that's pretty much it for symptoms. The last really important, exciting thing I have to share with you is we are having our gender reveal this upcoming Tuesday. So we're finding out the gender. I used a blood test called Sneak Peek. Totally forgot to add a bump date. So here it is. I don't know if you'll be able to see much, but I'm definitely like pudgy, a lot more pudgier than I'm normally. And without the shirt on. And that's without pushing it. It's literally so like hard. I'm not huge or anything, but I've got a little bit of belly. From the front view, you can see where the lines are starting to form on the side here. So yeah, there's the start of the belly. It's already bumping just a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's it for this update. Thank you all so much for watching. The comments are seriously, you guys are so uplifting. We can always use some more positivity. So yeah, let's make this community not just Reub and I, but with all of you as well. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I don't know which side it's gonna come up on. The subscribe button and the like button if you like the video, and the notification bell if you want to be notified every time we post a video. Thank you so much, guys. We love you. Bye.